Hi there, welcome back. In last lecture, we have provided additional configuration to TS config.json file where we have supplied paths where each path is covering some base path to specific folder, and we can get rid of these complicated imports as we had them before. In this lecture, we'll be working on additional structural changes. So let's start here. Let's close this file and let's take a look how we are importing in Shopify product get all products. So let's take a look on our imports here. We are importing here three things from a utils folder. We are importing fetch API, get all product query, and also normalize product. This could be simplified actually just from one file. Okay, I don't want to import this from all three files. I just want to have a one file which will be responsible to re-export all of these modules. Okay, so let's do it like this. Let's open here our file structure. Let's close this. Oh, we can leave this one open. And let's go to our utils folder because we want to re-export everything from a utils folder. In a base path of a utils folder, please create index.ts file. So let's write here in a utils index.ts. And this file will be responsible for re-exporting our modules. When you want to re-export the file, you can just write here simply export straight away. And the name of the module you want to re-export. For example, our fetch API. Okay, so our fetch API is here. We are exporting it as a default. When you want to re-export default export as the named export, you can do this. You can write export default from and now path to our module, so fetch API. This would re-export it by the default. That will be a problem because I would like to access my file as a named export. I will show examples. So when I'm re-exporting like this, export default, this is re-exported as a default export. Okay, so when I will go to get all products, and I will try to access here, get fetch API from a utils. Okay, this will work. Okay, so I can, because it's exported by the default, but I would like to have this syntax. I would like to have a curly brackets, and I would like to provide here named export. Okay, so I can import it in a curly brackets this. Okay, by the way, you can see here I am importing from a utils. I don't need to provide here explicitly index.ts. This is provided automatically here. Okay, actually index. This is provided automatically, this is provided implicitly when you will provide the name of the folder and you have their index.ts or index.js file. Everything is, this path is provided automatically, such as the utils. Okay, so you can see this way this is working, but I would like to wrap it. I would like to provide here alias for a default export. You can do it like this, default as fetch API. Okay, and this way I can wrap it in the curly brackets and I can re-export it like a named export. All right, perfect. So this is working. Now we can go here and we can export other things. For example, we can export everything from a normalized. If you would like to export everything on this, not export by export, you can just simply do this: export everything from normalized. And this will work. This will re-export everything from a normalized. So everything you have in a normalized will be re-exported from this file. So I can go to fetch API, not fetch API, I can go to get all products. And now from the utils, I can re-export now fetch API. And also I can get here from this normalized product, okay? Normalized product, and this one I can remove. Okay, so now we have already two imports here from one file. Perfect, so now what's left is get all product query. This will be more complicated, but not that complicated. Let's go back to index.ts. And we will have in the future multiple queries, and I would like to re-export them also from one file. So what we will do, we will create another index file only for our queries. Okay, so what I mean by that, just simply in the queries here, in the queries folder, in the utils, let's create here a new file. Let's call it index.ts, index.ts, and simply re-export your get all products query. So re-export this. Again, this as a default, so I will copy the name from here. I'll go here and I will re-export it as a default. So export in the curly brackets default as get all products query from the same folder, get all products. Okay, so I'm re-exporting from here this. Now simply in our utils index.ts file where we are exporting, we can write this. We can just simply write export everything from where? From our queries, like this. Okay, very simple. And now we can go to our product, to our product here, and we can simply provide here comma and get all products. And this one I will remove, And now everything should be re-exported from here. Okay, so let me see, get all products. Okay, they should be plural, get all products query. We're calling it get all product. Okay, that's really no big deal. Get all products query. Okay, that's fine. I will rename just here the query like this, and now everything should be fine. Now we have very nice exports just from one file. And we'll be working with the same pattern later. We will have always one index.ts file for one module, which will be responsible for re-exporting all of the other functionalities from other files. Okay, so let's save it now. Let's verify everything is working. It should be, all right. And everything is here, so everything is good. Let's continue in the next lecture with more. We'll be working now on the structural changes, so we'll make this project professional. So see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.